Good night and welcome to another episode of Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt live on Jamaicans.com Facebook page. Yeah, me know. I should be here earlier, but guess what? I'm here now and I'm so happy to be here. If you are just watching the show, and Makeda is happy to be here too. If you're just watching the show, this is the first time you're watching the show, Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt is a show I do right here on Jamaicans.com Facebook page every single week, and we talk about current affairs in the island or just current affairs affecting Jamaicans right across the globe. I am broadcasting from the beautiful city of Montego Bay, rainy city this evening. Where are you connecting from? Comment below and let us get this show started. Now, I am a journalist of 6 years. I've been broadcasting on Jamaicans.com and contributing content on the blog site for at least, at least 4 or 5 years. Yeah, we've been together for some time and I just love my Jamaicans.com family. Big up to the people who watch this show consistently. I want to start bigging up the people. You want to big up the people, Makeda? Say yeah. Baba? Okay. That's her word for now, Baba. That's my almost 1-year-old. Can you believe? Alright, I know you see the caption. I know you want me to get into it, but look here. Most importantly, I want you to do something important tonight. Share this video so we can talk about it. We don't know if it will be here forever, but we have to talk about it. If you are Jamaican, if you are Caribbean national, if you are a lover of people and humanity, share this video and participate in this live discussion right here on Jamaicans.com Facebook page. Alright, so right away, my have to big up, who me say, Jadus is in the building. Say good evening. Hi, Dehana and baby says, hello, Ashley and baby. Hi, Dehana and baby. Alright, she's connecting from Bowmaville, Canada. You have rain, we have snow. Want to exchange? Oh, sure. I've never experienced snow before. ZZ's here. Good evening, Ashley. Hiding from under my table in a Maryland, DC. Wow, ZZ, please stay for this discussion because as you know, we will be talking about DC. Alright? Big up to Ann Karen in the Ann Karen. Where my fruitcake? Where my sorrel? Where my eggnog? No man, Ann Karen and Zizi is one of my loyal viewers. Me did expect me look at Christmas something. It's alright, I'm not all against you. And Annette Carvalho is here. How did you to you too? Really appreciate the loyal viewers. Now let's get into it. Are you on WhatsApp? Are you on WhatsApp? Or do you plan to stay on WhatsApp past February 8th? I don't know. I don't know if I use WhatsApp for business. I use it for personal exchanges. And frankly, I think I'm in too many WhatsApp groups. I actually have a group that I recycle on WhatsApp. So I manage this internship program, media internship program, and every 3 months, I recycle the group, meaning I kick out the members and find new members. I can't manage the whole of the WhatsApp group messages, the chain messages, the late, them not fall asleep yet and then decide to send a late text. Anybody up? I'm tired of them. And if you are wondering why is Ashley talking about WhatsApp, well, WhatsApp is making some changes to its terms of service. Yes, my darlings, come look closer, Mama tell you now. Wanna know about it? Do you know about the changes that WhatsApp will be making to its terms of service? If you know, please comment below. ZZ said, next Christmas, if life spare, I want to be in Jamaica. Have to meet you. I have to meet you too, ZZ Palmer Lewis. June is here. Hi, Ashley and sweet baby. Makeda, she says sweet baby. Say hi, June. Say hi. June, she should tell you the hi. And Lorna, what did you say? Okay, and Lorna Evans is here saying good night. Alright, June, you get it. Marlene Fullerton is here from Grand Cayman. No, so I was telling you, WhatsApp is making changes to its terms of service. So as of February 8th, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure say one of them the single digit dates, there will be a change in how WhatsApp operates. According to a recent press release, WhatsApp will, and I'm paraphrasing now, will allow for other entities, including Facebook, to have access to your personal information or information data on the device that you use to connect on the device that you use the app. So the IP address, of course, your contacts, contact information will always be shared. That's something that's easily shared. People have been speculating photos and videos, basically your personal data on your phone, they may have access to it. A lot of concerns coming with that, because right away we know about guerrilla marketing tactics, and it's serious because I've seen on Twitter where people are saying, look here, you see with this change of service or change in the terms of service on WhatsApp, that means say all of those nudes that I've been sending to my boyfriend, guess what? It's gonna be going out there. Well, honestly, I understand that argument, but that's not the only thing. You have to consider now that it's, to me, they're just making it more and more apparent how these apps, whether you like it or not, are spying on you. They have been spying on you. But you see, sometimes when they want to introduce something even heavier than that, something major, they make sure so them fix up the fine details. So be smart. There are some people who are jumping over to Signal, jumping over to Bips. You understand? I'm not so familiar with those messaging apps, messaging services, but check it out. Tell me what you think. Are you gonna stay on WhatsApp? I'm not sticking on this topic for too long because I know say join the live to talk about January 6th. But if you're just joining, this is the Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt show live on Jamaicans.com Facebook page. Look here, we're going to build out this brand now. You're gonna see me on TV, and if you own a TV station, probably need to have a conversation, right? Hit me up. Big up to Dehana. She says, I was in Jamaica Christmas. My spouse, baby, myself wanted to go to the North Coast, but left it too long. So we went to New Kingston. Had fun. First I'm going to Kingston. Kingston and St. Andrew, and we had fun the second time. What's wrong? So that's great to know, Dehana. Thank you for sharing. Dehana says, WhatsApp I only use for my for my address book. Well, here's the thing. There are many people, many businesses, many brands, so many people rely on WhatsApp to engage, especially now during the pandemic, to engage with their clients, customers, friends, family members. With this new change in the terms of the service, I'm so comfortable. I already know there have been concerns of data, personal data being shared by some of these apps, and some of the time when you go ahead and participate in some of those quizzes and online polls and they say and third party services, and them say allow access to, can they give away your information? You see, all of those private things that you have on your phone, they ain't so private. They aren't so private if you have and I'm saying this loosely, guys, if you have pretty much at least 3 social media apps, let me just leave it at that. At least 3 of those social media apps on your phone. Not going to call out any specific names now. Do your research. Alright, so we're not going to be sticking on this topic for too long. I'm going to see the numbers, I'm going to jump. Thank you. Keep sharing this video. Share it on your timeline. So, what I want to ask you guys, where were you January 6, 2021? That was just a few days ago. If you are in Washington, D.C., please let me know. Zizi, you tell me that you're in Maryland, D.C. Tell me, darling. What were you doing? Where were you? Where were you on January 6th? And the reason I'm asking about January 6th, well, I'm going to read something for you. And I think this is definitely history. It's going down in the history books. Right? It says on January 6, 2021, rioters supporting United States President Donald Trump, yes, Makeda, attempted to overturn his defeat in the 2020 presidential election, and they stormed the United States Capitol. After breaching multiple police perimeters, they vandalized, ransacked, and occupied parts of the building for several hours. So, if you don't know by now, I am speaking about, as everybody is calling it, the U.S. Capitol or the Capitol building insurrection, Capitol riot that took place on January 6th. Many people stood in awe, including myself, stood speechless as we watched countless videos being uploaded to social media and being shared on TV of these rioters going into the house of the Speaker of the House office and cock up foot and desk. Look here, I don't know if you see. When did see it? When did see them with the Confederate flag? When did see them? When did see them on the police and how they must squeeze up the police on the door? I don't know if you did see. When did see what going? When did see? January 6, 2021 will go down in history. You know why? You know why? A lot of things were on display, and it wasn't only white privilege. Let me tell you that. Because there are many people saying, oh, hey, if you don't know what white privilege, if they don't know what white privilege is, Makeda, they know now. Yeah, that's true. If you don't know what is white privilege, and the reason people were saying that, right? Because the police officers were being accused of being quite sympathetic to the rioters. They want to come and want to be a part of the show? Come. There are quite a number of commentators. And if you agree with me, I want you to send me those hearts, send me those likes. You understand? If you disagree with me, send me the angry face. There are quite a number of commenters who said, hey, where is the military? Where is that strong, aggressive, active policing that we saw in the summer of 2020 when we had the Black Lives Matter protests? Where is all of that? So they say that to say white privilege was obviously on display because clearly these rioters, who of course destroyed state property, were basically got a slap on the wrist, on the wrist. You understand? So there were many people who said, you know, if it were black people or brown people storming in to the Capitol, doing all of those illegal activities, you understand, protesting the defeat of President Donald Trump in the recent election, then there would be a different story. News media would be reporting. I want to know what were you saying and where you were. I'm going to take your comments right now. We want to take your comments now, Makeda, right? So right away, I'm going to jump over to what... Hold on, just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to what Dehana is saying. She says, nothing that happens in the U.S. shocks us Canadians. Oh, interesting. Zizi says, the police were telling them, let's move on, gentlemen. Okay, alright. Zizi says, they were basically treated like a group of rowdy kids on the playground. Jadu says, we would still be counting bodies. I'm saying, Jadus, I so get to that. because I really don't think white privilege was the only thing on display on January 6th and the subsequent days. I don't think white privilege is the only concern that we as black people, as the black nation, have to be concerned about. I will tell you what I think, but I really want to share your comments. Pauline said, yes, I was shocked. Look here, speechless. And look here, I understand. I completely understand. Even if you are the leader of a country leader, political leader, whoever you are, in authority, and you were just taken aback by what happened, I completely understand. If you are white, if you are of light skin, white, Caucasian, and you are shocked as well, I understand. You know why I understand? Because white privilege is one thing, yes, but I am yet to see the swift and the brute actions being taken against the current, and I'm gonna say it, the current leader of the free world. I'm yet to see brute and swift corrective actions being taken against these rioters who were trying to basically interrupt a process of transference of power, right? I am yet to see, even within our space, within our Caribbean region, Caribbean leaders taking affirmative action against what is clearly a disregard for democracy by a country. And I'm saying country loosely because, come on now, we had just a few people there. It wasn't the entire America doing it, but come on now, who incited that riot? So I'm yet to see our Caribbean leaders taking affirmative action against that country, who, by history, if you don't study Caribbean history, would know that the leaders of the free world did not allow any bit of riots, even when they didn't understand what was happening in different Caribbean countries. They didn't stop. They did not allow anything of that nature to take place in any Caribbean country without getting involved. I'm pretty sure Haitians are looking on at America and say, woo, I wonder, and excuse my language, for Michaela, I'm gonna just, PG it up. I'm pretty sure Haiti is looking on and say, I wonder who is those whole country now. I wonder who. I'm pretty sure there are so many Caribbean people, including Jamaicans, looking on and say, I will the travel advisory them there. So I don't think white privilege is the only thing that is on display. I think what is also on display are reality, that this country, which purports to be a democratic and free state, has no grips and grasp of its political leaders, have no grips and grasp of its there is no, obviously there's not enough work being done for the enforcing of fundamental rules and regulations and policies regarding democratic processes. And if that country can at any time invade other countries and I tell them, oh, fee, implement democratic processes in a freedom country, then come on. I see double standard on display. I see cowardice on display. And crowd is on the part of, and let me tell you something, I don't pay attention to lip service because lip service is one. The lip service don't help with. We're in a pandemic, guys. We're in a pandemic and ain't no social distancing what's going on January 6th, 2021. And don't tell me about the police and how the police was afraid. So you tell me say black and brown people, different something run through them and the blood run through them too. So they're obviously not afraid anymore. It wasn't only white privilege. Please understand that. And I'm not going to be naive. I know the implications of affirmative action being taken by Caribbean leaders against the leader of the free world. But we can only hope that we will not see. This is not motivation for any other radical group to take such actions again. Just let me say that. And I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna leave my thoughts right there, and I'm gonna share your comments before I close. As I tell you, is when I speak so blunt, I don't usually get the privilege of sharing this far and wide. So if you're here tonight, if you're reasoning with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt tonight, share this video, because it may not be here for too long. And I'm not telling you any jokes, right? This isn't a time for jokes. I want to read your comments. Makeda is all over your comments, guys. Are you all over their comments? Yes. Dehana says, mega double standard. Then they have the nerve to refer to Canadians as boring. No. We peace loving compared to them bunch of hooligans. And Zizi says, once they allowed their madman to continue ruling, all hell literally broke loose. He should not have been president. Dean Strachan says, I'm not surprised in the least. I'm aware that if you are white in the US, you can do whatever you want and then just lie about it. Because I know what white lies mean. The sort of lies that whites can tell and other whites accept it. Like it's true, to allow him to get away with any crime. That's the definition of white lie. I agree with you, Dean. Pauline says this behavior will just be swept under the rug. And that's the problem, Pauline. We can't allow somebody else to tell us how to run our democratic processes, to run our elections, to run our economy. You understand? And them can't get them acts together. Come on, man. Seriously? Are we that dependent? Are we that dependent, Jamaicans? Come on. So, if it's going to be swept under the rug, but that's a sad state of affair. That is a sad state of affair, and that, I hope, will not encourage any other radical group to take such action. Look here, there are so many people who are of Muslim, what should I say now? Muslim, of the Muslim faith, of the Islamic faith, or who may look Arabic or who are Arabic, and to this day are afraid to travel through airports because of speculations, because of discrimination, because of propaganda that started in the same country that the riots, the hooligan behavior took place. There are so many people of my complexion, darker than me, who are afraid to walk on the streets of Washington, D.C., of New York City, Fort Lauderdale, at nights, especially when they know that particular area is being heavily policed. We need to call a spade and move away from lip service. Move away from lip service and move to action. We're in a pandemic. What more endemic? What more problems do we want to call on ourselves? This is one country. This is one country. This is one country. This is one country. How many of us? How many of us? And how many of us are willing to really make some sacrifices for the better good? For the betterment of the future generation. Let's not focus on us now. For our kids. Ask yourself these questions. Alright? I won't be here for much longer. Really love the love. All every day. Look here, I get messages from you guys all the time. I appreciate the comments that you drop in my inbox. I appreciate the comments that you make here. When I get the chance to reply, I do. Please keep sharing the video, comment, like, and look out for the other lives right here on Jamaicans.com Facebook page. If you enjoyed this discussion, please comment below and tell me. I look forward to the feedback. Trust me, I love it. Makeda loves it too, right? You love it, Makeda? Say yeah. Okay, she not saying. She said, okay, I'll work with that. Look here, I am on YouTube. Check me out, Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. I'm on Instagram, Mowatt, and Twitter, _Mowatt. I'm right here on Facebook too. Just look for Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. I have a page and I have a profile. Go to the page. I'm mostly there, right? And if it is that you want to do some work with me, check out my page. It's right there. You'll see exactly the type of services that I do offer. Until next time, come reason with me.